Hello and welcome back to my playthrough of Warhammer 40,000 Inquisitor Martyr Prophecy, and today we are fighting some Nids and meeting up with a... my brain stopped working. I don't know. Eldar Harlequin, that's the word I'm looking for. Right, okay, let's jump in. So last time we were stomping about in a Imperial Knight, killing the Nids. Now we're back in, just as our little selves. Right, so...
Inquisitor, may I remind you that you have only gained temporary respite by eliminating the Synapse creature. The Tyranids are still unorganized, but soon another organism will replace the original Synapse creature.
I have no time to lose then. I must locate that Eldari shrine immediately.
Right, okay, so after that little kerfuffle, let's move on through. Right. Okay. Right. Almost at the objective. So... ooh, it's a clue. A little less talking from the...
The memory crystal, which has survived an exterminatus. A remarkable technological anomaly.
So a little less talking from the NPCs in this mission. Right, so pseudo-neural translation protocol and the provided material executed raw transcription. The spirit stones of the ancients may protect us against she who thirsts, but they are useless in this nightmare. My lover glimpsed into the flow of time, and there is only death. The monkey celebrating a hollow victory. Once the body arrives, their planets will burn and all will be devoured by the Great Maw. Severing the tendril granted us some time. If the cold general answers us, there may be hope. Conclusion Alpha. The decrypted mnemonic imprint lacks cohesion and logic, but correlates with the theory of Archvivisector Roderick Theta X. The cited Magos, may he blessed by the omniscized decimal bliss, was the greatest expert in Tyrannid organisms.
Bioscanners indicate the approach of psi-active organisms, probably inbound from the adjacent zone.
I'm expecting significant increase in their coordination and resistance levels.
He theorized that we were facing only probing incursions from these aberrations, and the main force of the High Fleet Garm had yet to arrive. This theorem would also explain the unusual lingering behaviour of the surviving Tyrannid organisms. Right, so let's move on to the next objective.
You are closing in on a shrine. The architectural components of the nearby ruins are consistent with our records on spiritual Eldari structures.
I'm convinced that it has become the lair of something much more materialistic.
Okay. here. Ooh.
The last act in this grand tragedy will soon unfold, human. Are you willing to take the stage?
I must warn you that to manipulate an Inquisitor is not the brightest idea, Eldar.
Always so furious. So short-sighted. I am not your weak-willed subordinate.
Insolence. You have clearly betrayed me.
This stone once absorbed the soul of a seer, the greatest pathfinder in the Garden of Ever-Changing Roads. I need it. We need it to walk the seventh path. This is the first curio of fate I need.
Are you willing to cooperate?
On one condition.
What would that be?
You really, really need to survive your next battle.
Huh. Is that it? Really?
I've promised you answers, human. So, you will have your answers.
Did you lead me here on purpose?
I might have manipulated you to help me take the spirit stone from this scorched pit of despair our planet has become. Yes.
Did you lie about everything? The prophecy, the Alpha Pariah?
I cannot lie. My role forbids it. Your Inquisitor brother knows that. That's why you were sent here. Clever, clever Mercer. I weave my words too carefully for lies.
Enough of this. Do you know the answer to my question or not?
There is a place deep within the maze that spreads between the real space and the warp. And in the heart of that living, twisting labyrinth lies the Black Library.
You are stalling again. I'm losing patience with you, Eldar.
The library is a repository of forbidden knowledge. A vast collection of books still unwritten or lost forever. And I stole the prophecy from its darkest vaults.
You had it the entire time.
I told you I didn't lie. Take the prophecy. It is yours.
This ranks as a highly improbable scenario, yet with the optimal outcome.
Translated from Eldari. Forged in pain, imprisoned in cold steel, it will come, revered and hated and feared, into the domain of the beast with the thousand eyes. Through trials of flame and blood and might, it will be adorned with the crown of emptiness. Into the wound that bleeds nightmares it will walk. To rule or shape or destroy the labyrinth of no life. The pretentious poem is the Eldari interpretation of the source material. The original fabricator's data is basically a collection of intertwined equations in a more pristine and evolved language. The so-called prophecy is only the most superficial layer. The true meaning is hidden in the blessed numbers. Analysing the data may take decades, but according to my early evaluation, this text may be considered as a pattern blueprint containing genetic and Imperium formulae. Thesis Alpha. The data contained in the Viscerum prophecy correlates with the experiments of Uther, known the manipulative ways of the Eldari. There is a possibility that the same information was shared with Uther Tiberius millennia ago. These Xenos have exceptionally strong connection to the Imperium, therefore the Alpha Pariah entity must be an anathema to them. Observation Alpha. The supplementary data embedded in the strings describing the crown of emptiness makes it evidently clear that this is a unique and physical object. Observation Omega. As a creature of reason, I don't believe the oversimplification such as history repeats itself, but here are certain parallels between Uther's early days, classified data further references would be unwise, and our expedition. I rate this an extremely unsettling observation. And there we have it. Well, thank you for watching. You know how YouTube works.